All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, worshippers of all ages, it's game one here in the losers bracket between ELSR and 3X. One of these two teams is going to be moving on to play in the losers bracket final. They're going to be squaring off against KSM, who we just saw drop out of the winners bracket, having lost the winners bracket final to Resin. Take a quick peek over the ELSR lineup, running 4 destroyers. Both teams running 4 destroyers on North. We're looking at Luger's Kleber, unique upgrade Kleber, Zath. How interesting. Quincy running Dazzle, Gun Reload, and Fearless Brawler. Ayase with a similar build, skipping out on Dazzle, opting for RPF. Triarch's Daring, also running RPF, but nothing else particularly of note. Backing them up, we have Nanase's Sam Martin, getting T-boned right now, running RPF and outnumbered. Hanawi's Stalingrad, I'm not sure why. Why would you take the 4-point AA mod, Zath? That's an odd choice on a Stalingrad to go without top grade gunner. And Rin's Salem, again, top grade gunner, concealment, and a bunch of other typical things. 2 battleships, Apex's St. Vincent, fairly standard survivability. A little bit of extra torpedo protection there. I like that. And then Perseus's HMS Perseus's Cristoforo Colombo, unique upgrade, and as much survivability as they can pack into the hull. We haven't seen a team on NA run one of these Kleber wolf packs, Seth. I'm going to be curious to see how that shakes out.
Nope, we have seen Marceau wolf packs, but I can't remember if Marceau was banned or not.
Well, both teams doing it. Check it out.
No, yeah, Marceau was not banned. Okay,
nope.
Anyway, so Stalingrad, that 4-point A skill might be a recognition of the concern of Dutch ovens, of Hanlu, Dutch airstrikes, but because Stalingrad, of course, gets defensive anti-air fire automatically.
Yeah, could be.
So 3X-WD to the south in red. We've got Junpei in a utility build daring with Dunkirk. 2 Crazy Eyes in San Martin, doing the San Martin thing of going on one side and being by himself. Lude Boy in the Montana with special American captain with the buffed upgrades and unique upgrade.
Yes, indeed.
So he doesn't burn and or flood as long.
Yep.
Geo Brigade in a Stalingrad with range upgrade, taking the typical kind of position there that you do with the Soviet radar cruiser. Well done, X3's Colombo with unique upgrade and what's his name, Sansonetti? That's the captain. Backfires in front of him with a Salem with radar with one of the American commanders, and about to make contact is both Deathball destroyers. Bugfire now detected by the Marceaus, or sorry, by the Kleber in his Marceau. And then we've got Pastorsk and Scamano to finish up their builds.
So ELSR doing something that we have seen them do previously. Running 1 Kleber with unique upgrade, which reduces the detection but nerfs the gun reload a little bit, and then pairing it up with 2 other Klebers that are of higher detection but retain all of the advantages of the main battery. So they run Quincy. I believe it's Quincy that had the fancy upgrade. No, it's Luger. So Luger is a slightly stealthier Kleber than typical, and they were using him to kind of detect things while the other 2 Klebers lurk and wait behind him and then try to ambush whoever they spot.
Yep. Interesting, a couple of them choosing not to bring a flag at the end there. So, okay, whatever. Pastorsk, though, is in trouble-ish. Caught kind of bow in. Bugfire trying to back into position to possibly luck chuck Torps up things. We got the Salem now trying to get in position. Now this Salem's got radar. Salem can only choose radar or hydro. Bud and I usually talk about we prefer hydro on Salem because the radar, 1, doesn't have the range, and 2, doesn't have the duration of like a Des Moines.
Feels like this entire game is going to be decided on the 10 line, Zath. Look at ELSR. 5, more than half their team in the same square along the 10 line.
Well, I'm going to take a screenshot of this right now because it almost feels like if you've seen those like funny moments where it's like somebody's behind a pole, like a bunch of people are behind a pole and they're trying to dodge like incoming shots and bullets or whatever. And they just kind of move around behind that. But that's what we just saw, like everybody behind the island like it's a pole. It's crazy.
It definitely some odd, I mean, We keep seeing teams just spend everything on this position. I'm a little baffled, but here we are.
Yeah. Yep. Watch Geo Brigades, Stalingrad, Triarch, and the Daring looking to back up and just single fire. And Geo knows this is coming.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he's going to let him get away with it, but it's going to happen.
There's not much he can do about it. He was already put in a position there. He was already told go here or just did it himself. And that's going to be our first blood for ELSR right off the bat. Brilliant play by Triarch.
Nicely done. Textbook execution.
Geo survived 5 minutes and 10 seconds in this battle. Skamono, sorry, on fire. DCP is available, choosing not to use it just yet.
I will say that ELSR's Kleber's feel like they've traded better than 3X's French destroyers on this flank.
I get the feeling as well.
Oh! St. Vincent speaks and Salem collapses, but I think the same thing may be about to happen to Rin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, here comes the SAP right down the nose. Ooh, Rin weathers that salvo.
Yeah, that was not so bad.
Trick is there's still a whole lot of incoming Pyre looking for Rin. Next heal's over 25 seconds away.
And the big thing, though, is look at well done. X3 moving his Columbo. He's sensing the cross torps, but he's going to dodge into one of them.
Yeah, he's going to take it. Nope.
Nope.
They run out of gas.
Skill, no luck.
Run out of gas right at the last second. They are going to kill Rin, I think, before the heal comes up. Here it comes. There it is.
Yep. But he did his job, right? He tanked an awful lot of fire for his Kleber friends.
Quincy working on the cap, the 10 line of Bloodbath. Have a look at A. Junpei and Crazy Eyes going to grab A on behalf of 3X. Nanase Sen Martin not really in a position to do anything about this with the radar offline, although it's about to come back. Gonna try.
That's the result of having Triarch play on the other side of the map at the start, and you can see he's just walking into C now because he knows there's nothing there to stop him.
There's nothing there to stop him now. 3X kind of put... Go.
All right, 3X-WD, both their Klebers quite low right now as they try to get out of E. Go ahead now.
I say Pastor getting spotted on the surface, getting dunked a little bit. Skamono now opening up as well. I was going to say 3X feels like they kind of put all of their eggs into the 10-line basket and they got stuffed, right? They're not gonna make it out of here. It feels a little bit like what we saw yesterday on Land of Fire. I forget the exact match that it was. I'd have to go back and check. I think it was Epoxy and Buenos Noches right at the very beginning of the day, as I recall. Epoxy just coming in and just stuffing BN's play at Land of Fire. Yep. Now, this is not quite that, but it feels a little bit like that.
Yep. So, now, for those of you guys who are new to seeing ELSR play, this is their hallmark. This is one of their hallmark strategies. This is what they exploded onto the NA scene with, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of totally mixed up comps and everything for a lot of the other, common name teams for NA.
I gotta say, go ahead.
When you know you're facing them, I'm really surprised 3XWD did not ban Kleber and Marceau to prevent them from using that strategy.
I got to give props to Junpei. I mean, 3X I think is going to lose this game at this point, but watching him kind of bow tank and go in on this San Martin shows an amazing amount of knowledge and understanding of how to play both Daring and how to fight against an AP-only cruiser.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're working it up there, and they have to. They know they have to. They got no choice. But look at the mini map. Look at, I mean, it's funny, right? Triarch gets the kill, grabs D, just walks over to C, and now he's just walking on over to B.
He's just going to casually walk right into B, and they pretty much can do nothing about it. I mean, as soon as Skamono and Pastor get spotted again, they're dead. Mm-hmm. Anywhere from 1 to 3 salvos will knock either one of them off the board.
And you can see, and this is something that we also rarely see on randoms, we've got the Klebers fanning out to basically deny area of map that 3XWD's Klebers can hide in. I like the boldness of Ayase just saying, I'm just going to sit here and shoot you
Yep.
in the open, in a Kleber. What are you going to do about it? Oh, that's what he's going to do about it. Took Lewd Boy's attention away from the potential of that Columbo.
Shell's going on Pastor. They bag that kill. And there you go.
Yep.
25 seconds away, and ELSR will pick up game 1 here very decisively. They're Kleber Wolfpack doing what it does. I mean, if you've seen them execute that strategy before, you kind of have an idea of what you're looking at.
Worthy of note, their San Martin is still alive all the way up on the border.
That is impressive. Like, crazy. I mean, are you talking about Nanase? Nanase.
Yep.
Yeah, like well done to both San Martins, but it's kind of a little bit of a slap fight, right? You're just throwing AP at each other.
You got it.
Too funny. Well, we're 1-0 ELSR here in the losers bracket. Let's make a couple of updates and hit that button. And there we go.